My name is Ira Millstein. I'm a partner at Wild Gotchel and Manges, and I'm here simply to welcome you on behalf of the firm to this meeting. We're very, very proud to be the host for Columbia Business School and Columbia Law School and the Richman Center, starting what we hope is a series of long programs in the future which are going to carry out a lot of what we hope will be groundbreaking studies in a variety of areas. I think this is the first of the big programs for the Richman Center in which we're introducing the great partnership between the business school and the law school, which is why I'm happy to be able to host it and why the firm, which has had a long relationship with Columbia, is delighted to host it, and we hope we'll be hosting many of them going into the future. I promised Charles I would not step on any toes with respect to academics, because that's not my business, allegedly. And I will now introduce you to Charles Calomiris, who has been my partner in organizing this and a distinguished scholar from Columbia Business School. Charles, and let me just say, I think Rich Richmond ought to stand up for a minute for having had the wisdom. I mean, it was his magnificent grant which got the partnership between Columbia Law School and Business School started. And I think it was a great thing. We're going to be leaders in that area. Charles?
Thanks, Ira. And thanks to Weil for hosting us today. It is the beginning of a very exciting partnership. Our colleagues at the Business School and the Law School are going to be getting together, we hope, for a lot of similar such events. And let me just say that to emphasize, this is, we hope, the first of a series of events on this sort of topic and on other topics of interest. It makes a lot of sense to have economics and finance professors and law professors and professionals and regulators sitting together in the same room discussing these topics. I won't talk much about the sessions except to say that something that happened to me that's never happened before, which is when we sat down and put together our list of people that we wanted to have here, every one of them accepted. And I think the secret was sending them a list of all the people that we had on the program. It is really an all-star cast. Now I have some housekeeping things to tell you, and then we'll get started. We have people from the press here today. We're very excited about that. And in case you're wondering, Chatham House rules are not in effect. Repeat, not in effect. So we're letting the press take people on the record today. We're also allowing all attendees, including reporters, to use social media throughout the conference. Now, I don't even know what social media are, but apparently, I've got a parenthesis here, such as tweeting. So we are allowing tweeting, but try to do it quietly. And we're trying to make sure that the people from the press will have an opportunity to ask questions. So we're going to have 20 minutes of Q&A for each session and reserve the last, 6 or so minutes to make sure that people from the press will be able to have a chance to ask their questions. So we're thinking sort of more of a conceptual, academic kinds of questions, and then followed by any questions that people from the press want to ask. Not that they can't ask conceptual questions too. Finally, in addition to thanks to Richard Richman, I'd like to thank my co-organizer, Ira Millstein. It's been a real pleasure and a privilege working with him. And now I'll turn it over to Ed.